Hello again. All right. Last time we got the water effects working, and the water shimmering working, and this time, let's see where we left off. Okay, drones are gonna start coming soon, so I'm gonna hightail it down here. There we go. Thought that was gonna happen. Alright, just try to dodge these and see this water shimmering effect again. So then we can plan what the end is going to look like, end of this stage is going to look like. Yeah, there we go. All right. So let's see what's next on our to-do list. All right, finish level. Negative altitude 175. I think that one was taken care of. Let's just check that out. 175. Yeah, so after 175, we got to do something else over here. And then to do text, let's see, negative altitude 175, get rid of that one. Another transition up in front of the city. Okay, so that's how we're going to get this other transitional work over here. All right. All right, so it's going to be like a park with green grass in there. Okay. All right, so now let's draw this. So it's gonna transition up. Hi. Has done. Oh, that's right. I was going to show keys. Sweet. All right, let's see. So that one's done, and now we can do that. Now let's draw this background then. Okay, so we've got that one. We've got that background over there. I think we could draw a background over here. Now we've got this thing over here, and that takes up like some section of the background. So we're gonna have this kind of thing come up over here, and then we're gonna take control away from the away from the player, and yeah, take control away from the player. It's all taken up over here. So cool. Right, take control away from the player, and then just drop this thing into some water that's going to splash. So I think the first thing that we need is how much space do we have? And I think this is in 1UP. This is in like the 1UP function. Here we go. And explode particle, 1UP particles, and 1UP explode. I didn't know we needed to end it. Okay. That was interesting. Okay. So let's see. We need the draw 1UP. First raindrop. There we go. Okay, so we're going to block it from going down to a certain level over here. And the reason why we did this was so that you could see stuff coming up. So if you see over here, we go down, but we can't go down. So we could go all the way up where like half of the circle is showing. But over here, we can't go down that far. Right? We can only go down this much, even though there's more screen space there. And the reason is because otherwise you can't see stuff coming. You'll be like all the way pressed down against the bottom of the screen, but then you won't be able to see anything coming. So like if there's an obstacle, you'll just hit right into it. So there's not much space to dodge, so usually we don't let usually the player won't go directly on the bottom over here, because then you can like see more and you'll have more time. But just in case you wanted to and you weren't going to go down, you're limited. This is very similar to how like Mario, halfway through the level, I guess I'm going this way. Yeah, halfway through the level you'll be like over there, and then you're gonna be trying to run, and halfway through the level the parallax scrolling will start, or just the scrolling will start if there wasn't parallax in the first Marios. The level will move with you, so you can't like run all the way past it, unless it was unless the level ended, and then you can get over there to the end. So we do that. We do a similar thing over here, and I forgot where we do it. Okay. So button down, I think it's the update, right? Yeah. We do it somewhere over here. If self.y it's got to be like 120 or something like that. No, it's not 120. It's got to be like 80. something. And it's got to be related to what stage the level is on. Right? No, then it's somewhere else over here. Self.wait, Excel time, wait, Excel, wait to speed. All right, it's none of those yet anyway. Wait to speed. It's got to be this negative. So somewhere where we do self.y. There it is. Okay. So if self.y is less than 0, then we set it to 0. If self.y is greater than 128, we set it that. If self.y is greater than 90 and self.weight is greater than 10, then self.y equals 90. So that's it. So 90 is the limit. So that means 128 minus 90 is 38. We have 38 pixels to play with, it looks like. Or up to 38 pixels that we can play with. Actually, we don't have to go over there. Okay, so now when we go to draw this, let's draw 38 pixels. All right, is this 38 pixels? So this is 8 pixels over here. 8, 16, 32. So we have 38 to work with. So that's probably fine. So we could go with all these three, and we can have not as much as we want, but I'm thinking we're going to have it come up, and then you're going to have grass on one side, dirt on the bottom, probably grass on the other, dirt on the other side, and then you're going to have this kind of this water that you're going to land in the middle. So we probably want a bunch of grass, probably over here, and then so there's that side, and you can have that on one and then that on the other, duplicate it over. And then on this side, we're probably going to have just a lot of water. So let's see, do we have triangles over here? No, we have lines. So we could probably do a line where like the water starts off like that. Yeah, starts off like that. So over here, we could probably have something like this and that, and then the water is going to start off over here, and then we're going to have this line type thing. And then this side we could fill in with water. And then over here, actually, we probably want like half of that. Yeah, there we go. That looks pretty good. And over here, half of this is going to be filled in with water, but at the same level as the other one. Yeah, there we go. And then this one is going to be water. And then we want, okay. See ya. Thanks for hanging out. Over here, Got that one and that one. And then this is going to, let's see, then this is going to extend into here halfway. Bye. All right, and then let's do this one on top. Oh, and then that's going to drop off over there, so we're going to need some type of drop off over there. Where is this? Okay, well, it can't be that. It's got to be like that, maybe? That might be okay. Yeah, that's pretty good, except for this one. That one has to get drawn in. Okay. Okay, then you're going to have another one of these. Oh, I see. So then you have to have that much. Okay. Oh no, it's going to be another one of those. And then we can reverse this on that side. And then pad the rest. And then you can have as much of this as you need. Okay, so in that case, we have to set this negative altitude to 130, I think. Again, or 140. Yeah, what was it? It was like 175. Yeah, so this thing is going to show up at 175. So we'll just set the negative altitude to 175. And then we'll try drawing this background. So now we have to draw the end first stage. Then we got to do end first stage background. Which is add new drone. Update. Here we go. End first stage background. Okay, and now we're gonna pull heavily from draw sky probably, because it's going to be very similar to the draw. Actually, no, it's not going to be like the draw sky. It's going to be like the skyline. It's going to be very similar to the skyline thing. And this is probably going to change a lot after that. So it's probably going to be a lot. It's probably going to be very different. This is probably going to change a lot also. All this. So let's split and then BG. Okay. And then it says BG height equals 2, BG height, dodge state, height, and that's taking in BG height. Is it returning BG height? How is this thing being called also? I guess that's another question. Draw skyline. Okay, in draw, if the negative altitude is greater than 20, then BG height is 128 minus negative altitude plus 20. It's the BG height. Negative altitude is greater than 20. So then we have to do it like this. If negative altitude is greater than 175, then I don't know if this, oh, okay, so it is going to automatically, this is automatically going to be true. So then we could draw a sky, and then we could draw a skyline. So we could probably put this inside of over here. And draw this is first stage. What was this called? Draw and first stage BG. Draw and first stage BG with BG height. And all right, cool. So that part's good. Draw and first stage BG. And then we got to do something else. Function draw and first stage BG. Okay, now we got to start drawing the background. Then we can do the same calculation that's being done up here, unless BG height is a global. Let's just check on that for a second. Where's BG height? I don't think so. I think it's local. It's probably local to this function, and then actually it's local to this if statement. And then it's local to that function also. I don't think they're shared. Okay, so we can duplicate all the code over here. We could probably make that into a function at some point, its own function, just to reduce that number. We could probably take it down 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. Probably take it down another line, maybe. We'll work on optimizing it later. After getting it working, I feel like it's a lot. It was a lot easier to make something super small after it was working already. Based on this one like VHS type thing that we did. All right, so this is sprite number 144, and it's going down 2 sprites. SPR 144. I think this is the X that it's showing. So we'll start that at 0. We'll do BG height. And then we want 1, 2, 3. 1, 3, 1 across, 3 down. I think that's what we want. Let's just see what this looks like first. Oh. No, there's unsaved changes. Okay, so then I'm gonna have to do raindrop dot back. going to save .p8 dot back. Oh, -1, -2. Okay. Then quit out of here. Get it status, get add to do raindrop 8. Adding from Vim, and then diff. Actually, diff u raindrop 1 p8 to raindrop p8 tac 2. So now I have to merge these two files together somehow. So I want this line. I want everything in red over here. Up here, and I want everything green down here. So how am I going to do that? Let's see. All right, and what is this? This is probably like it's not the map, but it's something else. Okay, so and 10p raindrop 1 pa tac 2. Okay. All right, and now I have everything in here. It's probably GFX. Yank that. Drop it over here. Just everything. Move it there. Paste it over there. Save that. Quit that. Okay. Raindrop p8. And then git commit. Let's do update from GFX in GFX editor. Looks good. Okay. All right. Let's see if this works. Not exactly what I wanted. All right. So at least we got that in there. But this thing, draw and first stage BG. Let's see, else if overlay state is 1, and clear screen, negative altitude. it should appear the same way as this one, I would imagine. Right? All right. You know what's happening? It's appearing in the map somewhere. There it is, right there. It's part of Raindrop now because it's appearing right below Raindrop, right there. So we've got to move this over. Stamp from clipboard. Oh, let's copy this first. And then stamp from clipboard over here. Paste that in over there. Yeah. Yep. All right. Control C this. And then Control V it over here. No sprites marked for moving. Maybe it's Control X. There we go. I think that works out, right? Yeah, I think that works. Okay, so now we have to save this. Quit that. Raindrop.p8, and then load the file. Okay. Still showing up there. But even though it's over here now. Still showing up over here on the map. All right, well, let's try Control X. Still there. There's probably something hidden over here that I can't see. So we have to draw there, there, and there. Yeah. That's not it either. All right. Oh, here we go. Yeah, so now we could see if it's... Nope. Probably not what we wanted. Okay, let's see. That. All right, probably have to zoom out over here. Okay, so it's being directed over there. It's appearing below over here. So what happens if we go try to draw something over there? Is that going to erase some of the other sprites?
Oh. There we go. Let's undo that. Undo. There we go. All right, that's probably it. Okay, so that might be more of what we want to do. Let's do that. And all right, everything seems to be there. Okay. All right, so since everything's there, then we're going to, let's see, everything's there. And then the raindrops have to stop eventually, so we'll have to add code that does that. That's right, we never updated the, alright, draw and first stage. We never updated this to a different sprite, so we changed the sprite location. Now it's going to be 192. All right, 192. Like I was saying, 192. All right, load that, and then we will run it. Okay, well that doesn't make any sense. Oh, because the background height is already high. And it probably has like a max limit because it's already at 64. Background height is less than 64, then dodge state is equal to 1, and background height is equal to 64. Well, we don't need to change the dodge state because that was already been changed. Background height times equal 2, probably don't need to do that either. Background height is less than 64, then background height equal to 64, probably don't need to do that either. So, because that all of that's being done up there. Alright, so I'm not seeing it show up anywhere over here. So let's see. We're gonna have to print out what the background height is. Let's see. Yeah, we gotta print out what the background height is. All right, so let's figure out what that is. Drawing first stage background. 16, 22. Because the background is already past us up above. Okay. Because we keep subtracting from it, probably. All right. So where's the draw? Draw's up here. So this is the update. Then we want draw. All right, draw is down here. Okay, so if negative altitude is greater than 175, then the background height. We're always subtracting the negative altitude, and we're adding 20 with the negative. Since the negative altitude is so high, we need something else to happen. So 175. Let's see, 128 minus 175 plus 20. All right. 128 minus 175 plus 20. Negative 27. Okay. So it's at negative 27 and it keeps dropping, which is all the way up high. But we want it now to be down low, but we can't because there's the other background height. So then we have to base it off of negative 27 that keeps subtracting. So we have to add 128 to it. And then that would make it at, let's see, 128, yeah, negative 27 plus, it's getting late otherwise, you know. All right, 101, so we can't do that. We have to do more than that. 128 plus 128 plus 28 is 156. So negative 27 plus 156 is 129. That's right below the screen. I guess we could start with that, add 156 to it. All right, let's see how that works. Background height, draw in first stage. Oh, okay. Well, one thing is it's not, we're not even bringing it in to over here, and the second thing is if we did bring it in, it wouldn't show up. So we have to do BG height equals plus equals, what do we say? 156. Okay. All right, let's try this out. See how it goes. Oh, there it is. It's coming up. And it's going to keep on flying up. Alright, so where does this have to stop? This has to stop at a certain point. Do the other raindrops have to stop? Probably not. The other raindrops probably don't have to stop because they're still going to be hitting the ground. Yeah. All right. So this one, it does have to stop at a certain point. So how large is this thing? It's 8, 16, 24, right? Yeah, 24 high. So if BG height is okay, so it's 24, 128 minus 24, 104. If BG height is less than 104, then BG height equals 104. All right, let's try that out. That's pretty good. I like that. And then that has to be the thing that's the frontmost thing that's being drawn. Is there anything else being drawn afterwards? Let's check. Is there anything else being drawn after this? Yeah, there's all this other stuff being drawn after it. But this has to go on top of all that. I mean, and if you're approaching this level, the clouds definitely have to stop being drawn. A whole bunch of stuff has to stop. All right, so we'll have to do all of that. Ready to do. Let's see. stop drawing negative altitude is greater than 175. All right, so there's that, and now let's draw the rest of the bottom one. All right. Okay, so this thing. How do we do this part up here? Draw skyline. Okay, so so we manually advanced it each time, which we could have done not manual, but okay, well, so we'll just try that. All right, we'll do 1, 2, 3 of these, and then we'll do this one transition over there, and then we'll do a few of those. Okay, so 3 of these. 0, 8, 16. And then we'll do one of the next one, which is 193. But it's not going to be at 16, it's going to be at 24. And then 194. Yep, is going to be at 32. All right, 32. 40. 48. 52. Probably should do a for loop at this point. Yeah. Because now we're gonna have to do this a whole bunch of times. All right. $32, 64. Advance each time by 8. Do I. Okay, so now we're at 64. Now we need one of the other ones, which is this inverted. So SPR 193. And this is going to be 64 plus 8 is 72. BG height 1,3, but it's going to be inverted, so it's going to be true, false, and then after that, then we got
a few of the other ones until we hit 128. So 72 plus 8 is 80. So then we've got this one. $80, comma 128 by 8 do, and then that one's a high, and then we end it right there. All right, for I equals 80 to 128 to 192. All right, so let's see how this works. All right, let's see how it looks. Oh, there it is. All right. So the first thing that I see is it needs to look more like grass. So this thing needs to be semi-transparent. Hopefully this is transparency over here, which I think it is. But we'll check it out. That's the first thing. And second, yeah, it's got to look at that. This has to look more like dirt. So maybe something like this. Quit out of here before we forget. Probably changing this in a little bit, but you know, for right now, try it out. All right, that's the first thing I could think of. Yeah. Save. Run. There we Looks a little better. Probably needs a little, the green looks good, probably needs a little less gray inside the brown. Alright, and then
And then the other that other thing has to change, the grass, yeah, leading in over here. This has to be more of this green, which has to be a, what is that, a high one? Yeah, that's gonna be a high one, I think. And then empty for these two. And then a lower one. Yeah. There we go. Okay, and then a couple of these things over here. And then this. Yeah, too much of this. There we go. Okay, so that should be good. Let's see how that looks. Yeah. Okay, so we want to do something over here then. Actually, no, we want to fix a couple of these things first. All right, this one's got to go, and then all of these transitions at the edge had to go, which I guess it repeats very often. And then I think there was a couple over here, there and there. All right, that's probably good. That's probably better. Okay, so that might be okay. Run. Alright, and now we want this thing to go out a little bit more because it's it's a puddle. It's probably got to be bigger. So yeah, just another couple out. Out another couple. All right, B, drop P8, load file. All right, and then where's this gonna go? Draw skyline. Draw background. Yeah, and first stage background. Okay, so we have this going out to 64. So we probably want to send this out to 80. and then 88. And then this one from 92 to 128. Probably do that. Yeah, there we go. It's a little better. Alright, so the rain can't fall down as soon as the ground starts appearing, because then this makes no sense, and the clouds can't have to stop. So yeah, I think everything else is going to have to stop, and then whatever stage you're at there is that's what it's going to be. But now I think we're set up for a huge splash. So stop drawing everything else if the negative altitude is greater than 175. Probably gonna have to do that. Around is negative 75 or around. Another transition up in front of the city. Okay, that one works. So we can get rid of that one. We got green grass. Puddle with a tree next to it. We don't have the tree, so we're gonna have to draw a tree somehow. Hit the puddle. So puddle is done. Draw a tree. Hit the puddle, huge splash animation. Still got to do that, and then altitude bar, and then also this is all the other notes. All right, I think we're all set up for that. Probably got to work on this a little bit more next time. Not 100% perfect. Could probably be improved, but looking like a start. All right. Till next time. See ya.